we're live. How are you? Our visionary entrepreneurs and life changers, how are you? Wow, today is Monday again, right? Let me see. Yes, we're officially live. How are you, our abundant entrepreneurs, life changers inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs? Super excited. Today is our 54th episode of our Abundant Entrepreneurs Momentum Monday. Every Monday, we've been gathering here inside of our Facebook group and sharing with you our best inspirations, our best practice, and the great strategies we learned, and everything, is really needed from inside to outside to implement and also to self-grow inside of our abundant entrepreneurship. How are you? I'm just wondering, through now it's officially December, right? Only 3 weeks to go, almost like 3 weeks to go to the end of 2021. What are your, momentum now? Are you taking, what kind of actions are you taking? What kind of like a year-end reflection you are taking? Especially, I know most of our entrepreneurs, right, at the end of this year, everybody is try to get on the best momentum, try to create whatever you've already visioned, maybe you have not finished or accomplished through the year, but now this is the best time. Even though it's only like 3 or 4 weeks to go, right? But this is the best momentum. If you can really create a great momentum, you can really use this shortest time to create something that you will be grateful for, and also you will be proud of yourself for 2021, right? Definitely this is the best time for us to create something that we can remember, that can mark 2021 as the best year of our life ever, right? And then we will, when we get into the new year 2022, then we will stand at a new height, get that new momentum and especially that confidence, that kind of trust and confidence in yourself. So let's start, okay, without further ado. Today, our topic is about from anxious to abundant entrepreneur. And first, as you guys can see that post I shared with 2 plates beside my arms. One side, the left side, my right side, right, was the black side, anxious status. And today let's first do this I call the emotions awareness exercise, or it's better, maybe a better name is emotions shift exercise, because we want to focus on not just awareness, not just the catch your emotions at that moment, but more importantly how to shift it, right? Shift it to a positive, from a negative to positive status. So let's do this exercise first, okay? So first I want to ask you, please feel free to comment under my video, okay? Be honest with yourself, this exercise. First, evaluate yourself for majority time. How often do you feel anxious? And by the way, it's totally fine, because even my best mentors like Tony Robbins and Dean Gross, I say they are master of masters, right? Like superstars in the personal development market. They still honestly admit occasionally they still have that like stress or anxiety. So don't feel bad if you have anxiety. And if you do not have anxiety, and by the way, it's impossible, otherwise you're not a human anymore. We're not a saint, right? Even saint maybe. Like as long as you're human, it's totally normal. We have that anxiety time from time, especially the higher of your vision, the higher of your dream, the bigger vision you have, maybe the more anxiety you have. Actually, if you look at the anxiety from a positive view, it actually is a great momentum, like a trigger. You can see that this trigger or stimulator. Without anxiety, if you stay in the comfort zone, you will never grow, right? But because of that kind of anxiety, because you have big vision and a dream, and this is actually stimulating you to try to get a better, find a better way to grow yourself, find a better strategies to develop your business, right? You will be keep seeking for better solutions. Even for your emotions, you will understand how to better develop yourself as a person, how to master your emotions. Okay, so comment under video, how often do you feel anxious? And here under my right side, right, the black words describe some specific emotions under the anxious category, like worrying, nervous, uneasy, restlessness, overthinking, perfectionist, frustrated. Actually, I could even add one more, is like overwhelmed, right? Who do you, like sometimes you may feel like, oh, this is project, there's some like deadline, or especially like now it's a year end, right? Who do you have some like, oh, I want to accomplish this and that, but it still feel like, oh, maybe I've not get there and so many steps to take. Sometimes you could feel overwhelmed, right? Especially like us. Last week I shared with the moms group, especially for us as moms, as parents with kids, right? You have the life and work to balance and so many things you want to accomplish, but on the other side, you need to take the duty and responsibility to take good care of your family and including yourself as well, right? Sometimes we may sacrifice ourselves, neglect ourselves to meet other people's duties, right? To meet other people's needs. So all this can make you feel overwhelmed, but it's totally fine, right? Just want to know, how often do you feel that? And even it could be every day, right? It's totally normal if you feel that every day. But here the aim, the really aim or target is how often you can catch that in the first place. You know, how quickly you could be aware and catch this kind of anxious or negative emotions. Be with yourself. How quickly you can do that. And another target is how quickly you can shift it, right? So my mentor Tony Robbins mentioned that like he now, right, at his level, over 42 years of experience in personal development and as a mentor strategist. He now is just like within, I want to get this sound right, like within seconds, he could catch it and shift it into he called state. He has a triangle, right? He has a triangle, like a physiology, like a focus, and then belief. We can call belief or focus, and then language. He has that triad state. He keep using that tools for over 40 years, right? Now he just use second to get to another state. How about us? And now I also encourage you to comment below. How long normally did you take you, to shift from your negative emotions to more positive emotions? How long do you take to get out of that, like how to say, that down mood or like that kind of down status? How long do you take? I remember I caught myself like previously a few years ago, I may take quite a few days. And through all these years, by the way, I've been in coaching for 12 years. Through all these years, I keep personal development, invest in myself to learn from the best mentors, right? The masters, not just Tony Robbins, dozens of them, the best ones in different zones, in their different expertise. I learn from them, keep, improving myself. And also for this area, my emotions, this is a big challenge before for me, because I'm a person who, really devote my love to like my family and my loved ones. It's just like I'm a very like a sensitive person. I have very sensitive emotions, and I give a lot to other people. But at the same time, sometimes I also expect, right, the similar emotions back. But majority time, you may not get the similar level of emotions. Like you were so devoting and pouring your heart and love, right? But majority time, not necessarily you can get that similar level of love back. So I will feel very frustrated and very sad, and I could, get very sensitive mode. And it may take me really days, and sometimes it's extremely like a situation, maybe take me, I forgot, maybe weeks to really from that kind of like a no status get back to my like normal or positive one, right? But through these years, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep coaching my clients and helping others, I get better and better to master my emotions. Especially I personally went through like even suicide, like a marriage crisis, and even divorce. But now I fully get on my foot, fully understand myself and embrace myself. And I'm now not depending my happiness, my joy, and my love from other people's giving, because I have this abundant resource inside myself. So now I have no any expectation from other people's return, either from like my loved ones, my family, or my kids, right? Like I have two teenagers kids, and sometimes they could be very like not fully appreciate the parents' love and caring for them, right? But I'm now totally fine with that. because even though I'm still like keep pouring my heart and to give and to serve my family and also my clients, but I'm now not depending my joy from other people's giving. So of course I appreciate any giving from other people, they appreciation, their love, right? But I'm not having that expectation at all. So that helped me to quickly, much quickly, more quickly to shift my emotions whenever I catch my anxiety. Maybe because I have big vision like you, big vision, big dream, really want to fulfill, really want to contribute to my values and gifts to help other people. And many big things I've been imagining. By the way, I'm a very creative person. I don't know you. If you are in our Abundant Entrepreneurs group, I believe you are very creative and visionary persons as well. So sometimes when we catch that kind of anxiety, now I can quickly, I would say just within minutes. I'm so proud of myself for this kind of years of growth. Just within minutes, I can shift to another level, the abundance level. So here, my encouragement to you is no matter like if you honest comment in the under the video, don't get frustrated, even though now, even at this minute, maybe you get frustrated or overwhelming for the year end, any launching or any good projects or like accomplishments. Don't get, I'll say, you have the hope. You have the hope, right? Because today we're talking about abundance. The more like you involve, for example, involved with our group, Abundant Entrepreneurs, the more you connect with other abundant people, especially find the role models. Always observe how they are doing, how they are like bouncing back, how they are coming back, from whatever strategy, like challenges. I remember like during pandemic, Tony Robbins also shared his frustration. All his business used to be like all the live events, right? So his business depends a lot on all his live events. He has been doing that for over 40 years. So you can see that's already part of his life. And he gets so used to it, and he gets so empowered to other people and also himself through live events, through face-to-face and in-person connections. But now, because of pandemic, all his live events get canceled one by one through all the cities, right, internationally, canceled. You could imagine how frustrated, even angry or pissed off he was, right, during the pandemic. But he overcame that kind of, he caught his emotions, overcame that and get to another side and quickly, right, because his experience. He coached himself, mentored himself, and also, of course, he got his mastermind group people, like people who are also successful, people who also have a great abundant thoughts, to connect with them and discuss about it and explore different new ways. And he got to another side, and eventually he created, he got his new momentum and created his 360-degree new studio at his office place, and they actually built up a new place, right? The 360, the whole big studio with the screens, big screens, and also they use the Zoom new technology to enable dozens of thousands of people, even more than in a live event like a physical studio could hold, right? Even more on through the virtual way. So since last year, he started beginning of last year, started to host his virtual. No, not actually. The real time is let me see. It's springtime or the summertime. And this is since May, around May or March. He started his like virtual live event, and hosted so many people internationally. And people who previously did not think they could make it now get access, because now they do not need travel internationally. They do not need like a provide like that kind of a extra luxurious budget to do it. Now they stay at their home with their kids, with their pets, with their background, whatever is going on. They did it. So that's a great inspiration story. I hope you get inspired from that as well. So it's just whatever environment, like conditions it could be, if we get to learn how to catch, be aware of our status, or you can call like emotions at the moment. And no matter how long now you are taking, but if you keep practicing, I promise you that you will become better, just like better and better, just like me in my case, right, from weeks to days to like hours, and then now to minutes, right? Of course, my Tony Robbins is still my great example. I want to someday just get to seconds. Now, for some situations, I can get like just quickly shift within seconds. But for some other maybe big issues, big things, maybe take me some minutes. But I'm on my growing journey. I'm still on this journey. I keep growing, but I have that kind of a positive vision of where I can get to. So I hope this helped you, right? This story and the practice helped you. But it's definitely all the key. No matter how great is the mentor will tell you, all the key is really like daily habits and daily practice. So I've been doing abundance meditation every morning and every night. Different focus. Morning focus on the visualization and really the practice, right? And also the nighttime focusing more on the gratitude. So this kind of abundance meditation helped me always adjust myself no matter what kind of status I am, especially during the nighttime. Like the whole day you went through the whole day, all these kind of things, right? And your mind could go miles away, thousands of miles away, and your state could be like anywhere, could including like frustration or maybe sadness or maybe loneliness or whatever it is. But if you started to do this kind of abundance meditation, by the way, if you're interested, inquire me more for more, okay, more this kind of resource. I can help you to start that abundance meditation practice every day. And then this is a quick, just within seconds, my state will get back to that peaceful, appreciative, and abundant state. So, okay. So that's our first one. Today we have a lot to share. I do not want to take too long. And normally I notice that if it's over, sometimes I go over 40 minutes, that's too long, right? And people may lose their attention. So I'll try to make this short. And now, the target, right? It's our target here. Remember, it's really like how you can firsthand catch your state and your emotions and describe that. Ask yourself inside yourself, like, I am feeling like this. For example, anxious, or you can say, or frustrated. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling like sad. I'm feeling lonely. Whatever you want to describe it. Okay, like you have the self-talk. And you can ask yourself, why am feeling this? Give yourself that space to embrace you as a human, have this kind of feelings, okay? Have this inner, just like a spiritual and also emotional hug of yourself. It's totally okay. I'm feeling this, even like angry. I know previous years I had angries and everybody felt uncomfortable around me and make me feel very guilty. But now I'm feeling like, okay, I'm catch that at the very beginning before I really explode, right? I'm not exploding anymore, but it's really like catch that at the first hand and say, oh, why am I feeling this? And then what did I learn from this? What is great from this? Even though the situation may be frustrated, maybe out of your control, maybe make you very feel like overwhelmed or even sad or even hurt, what is the best you can learn from this and where you can improve next time to make this situation change? Even though you cannot change the situation, but how you can change yourself to respond, right? So have that, give yourself that space. That's super important, that space, like a meditation space and also self-reflection, self-embrace, embracement moments. That's the time, the best you can give to yourself. You can even call it a part of the self-love, because the emotions is a huge part of ourselves, right? Not just physical love yourself, but physically love yourself, but really, really like emotionally love ourselves, embrace ourselves. After all, through your life journey, even though you have maybe your most loved ones, who is really the most loyal ones who can really unconditionally accept yourself? I would say only maybe 2 or 3, right? Maybe God, maybe your mother, and then it's yourself. Okay, so it's like always unconditionally, it's yourself. Only you can unconditionally accept yourself. Don't be so critical to yourself and this whole world. If you do not believe in God, or if you do not luckily have a fully loving mother, the only one then is you. You need to fully embrace yourself, appreciate yourself, accept yourself, and give that encouragement, love, and acceptance of yourself. Okay, all right, that's the first one. Now the next one, I want to talk from your anxious to abundance side. By the way, all those words, which one is your favorite one? Loving, passionate, faithful, energetic, grateful, giving and receiving, and empowering. All those are abundant status. I would encourage you to comment under the video to let me know, like now how often you are feeling abundant every day. It's totally fine, maybe just one moment, or maybe like occasionally, like not even one day, right? Like maybe a few days you may feel part of this kind of emotions, but it's totally great. If you already taste some of it, keep embracing it, keep inviting it, so you will experience it even more. Okay, so this is like a total shifting from the negative side, get that kind of a reflection practice every day, and then every day inviting abundance. In my abundance meditation every morning, I'm using my like Tony Robbins calls what, incantation, right? Incantation. Every morning I'm saying those kind of some people call affirmation. It's not affirmation. Incantation is really that emotionally pour your full emotions and say those things you believe in yourself. Like I am destined for greatness, right? I am a blessing to the world. Things like that. I am love. I am faith. I am appreciation. I am abundant. Things like that. Incantation every day. Keep doing that. Then you will really get yourself, invite yourself into that abundant status. Okay, though. So we spent a lot of time on the first one to find the emotions shifting exercise. I hope that helped you. Okay, so now next one is really your choice. I will encourage you to make that choice today and have that like a declaration or claiming of today. I am an abundant entrepreneur, or whatever identity you want to call yourself. For example, I am abundant author, or I am abundant leader, I am abundant mom, I'm abundant daughter, I am whatever you want to call yourself. That's totally fine. But I want you to keep using this every day, to have that declaration to yourself and to the world, so that you can fully own your abundance status. Okay, the next one, clarity. This one is like after you really master more and more master your emotions shift exercise, your clarity, what is your niche, what is your purposeful and profitable niche in the world to contribute your value to help many other people, right? This is your really your key. This is your zone, your sweet spot. What is your niche? Are you fully understand and clear about your own niche, purposeful and profitable niche? Comment under the video, let me know what is your niche you believe you have. And by the way, we have a group, we have a program called Purposeful and Profitable Niche Secrets. So if you still have some struggling and unclear spot about your niche, you're welcome to check with us about this program. Okay, we can totally help you within 5 weeks shift from that unclear zone, like struggling or conflict zone, to get into your clarity, because clarity is power, right? If you do not have this kind of clarity and power, you will struggle in all your like business, in like your marketing, your offer, your communication, your presence with your clients, right? If you are fully not understanding your ideal clients and your niche market and their challenges, their desires, your solution, all these things, how could you do marketing? How could you generate results, right? So this is super important. And then next one, blueprint. Now is the end of the 2021. It's super important. Do you have a clear blueprint? Here I have a blueprint example for you. This is our, let me see if you can see this. This is our blueprint, a suggested blueprint, abundant store leadership standout blueprint. Through my 12 years of learning practice, the best practice, I just summarized this in one map. I feel like this maybe is more like it's great for people who are visual person like me, who want to see a picture, want to see everything like a big picture, right, in one snapshot. This is one. So starting, like I mentioned, starting from the center, your purposeful and profitable niche. This one answer your why, your what, and who you are. And from here, where are you? You get to for your business. If you want to become a successful entrepreneur, right, you need to have based on this center niche, your branding, your content. Like here we described what kind of content you need, right? It's like here the keywords is like attractive, converting, and also transformative. That's for our abundant entrepreneurs and thought leaders. And the content, right? All this content, what kind of content and offers, value ladder, your group. I'm struggling with the left and right here. You can see the group community, your group of community, and your system. Do you have the automation system that you do not just do business by yourself? You make your system working for you. 24/7. Okay, so that's where we want freedom as an abundant entrepreneur and the leadership leader, right? We want freedom. Eventually, we want to own our time, our money, and also our the system. You want the system to work for you so that you get more freedom, and at the same time scale to impact more people. And finally, your thought leadership movement and influence. So this is the whole picture about your blueprint. This could be your reference, and you do not necessarily exactly just but this is based on our 12 years of best practice. I found so far this covers the best blueprint for our abundant entrepreneurs and thought leaders who want to really stand out in their ideal niche to make the best impact in the world. All right, so that's the blueprint part. And now the final day, I have an invitation for you. What kind of bold actions? And we are here for the momentum, and the momentum is not just for learning concepts and not just for emotions or even not just like spirituality, right? Momentum is really what kind of actions you take. Every morning I've been doing like abundance meditation in my bed, right? After I do all this kind of visualization, and even in the details, what kind of things, actions I would do, what kind of results I will get, imagine that, right? And then what I would do in the next step is like you can't wait to get off your bed and start action. No, otherwise, no matter how great is your dream, how great is your vision, if you do not even take a baby step, it will always stay as something concept, right, in your mind. The most important now, from your emotions to your blueprint, now we've already showed you, and now it's really taking that action. What's the first best action for you? What's a bold action? You need to take some actions that stretching you, that challenge you. If it's still like a comfort zone action, it's not a real momentum action. Okay, the momentum action is really you get inspired. You take inspired action, and which is bold, which is stretching you, which is challenging you, which makes you even uncomfortable, or maybe even feel like uncertainty and that kind of butterflies inside of yourself, right? When you feel that kind of butterflies and like struggling inside of yourself, should I take this or not? That's a good action, because if it's really stretching you to your next level, that kind of bold action should be the action you take. Otherwise, if it's a very comfortable action, I know every day we build up habits, right? It's great to build up habits, everyday implementation actions. That's great. But every day, I would also encourage you, the first, before you get into your habits, before you get into your implementation, like detailed actions, you want to have a higher end level bold action. That's like people said, eat the frog as the first thing in the morning, right? If you eat the frog, do the most like scary and challenging things in the morning, then the rest of your day, like you will not just do your habits, actions, and generate regular results. You will also every day make some breakthrough, get to another level of yourself, and maybe like just keep growing, right? You will not stay at a similar level. So implementation actions is great. Is like a gradually keep you progress, right? You need that. But at the same time, you also need that kind of a bold action, something challenge you yourself, like so you could have that leap. You want that leap so you could not just like linearly grow, right? Just gradually accumulate your growth. You want sometimes jump. You want to leap to another level. So here, what's my invitation for you? And by the way, stay tuned, right? Definitely before the Christmas, we will have something great for you. But here, first, I want to invite you, make sure that you check. We have two gifts for you so far. One is our $1 million niche quiz. If you have not taken that quiz, even though you maybe think, oh, I know my niche already, but if you take that quiz, you will really know better about like evaluation about where you are, how far you are from your $1 million niche. And another one is our content creator for experts and leaders. And this is our great giveaways, most popular one so far. Like we did a survey, so many entrepreneurs, they feel like they stuck at the like creating attractive, converting, and also transformative content. So in that content creator for experts and leaders, we shared with you categories, 12 categories of content, and also popular topics, and also the strategy and the mindset. How do you create popular content that really attract, convert, and also transform? Okay, so make sure that you claim that. We will share under the video about those gifts so that you will not miss it. So feel free. This is almost the end of my sharing today. From the anxious to abundant entrepreneur, what's your best inspiration? If you have not finished this live video, make sure that you watch the replay and get the full golden nuggets. And also, where can you really, the most important invitation is take the action now, the bold and stretching action and challenging action. What you can take that the gift content creator, and then let us know what is your challenge, what you can create, and what you are still struggling could not create. Okay, we have a further invitation for you to a more in-depth help to help you stand out, not just through these holiday seasons, but really help you quickly stand out to do what you love and to attract those people who are meant to be impacted by you, so that you can really give your best gifts. You will not be just like, you will be saying, you will be heard. Instead of like every day struggling, how can I contribute? I heard so many entrepreneurs join our group. Their number one, really the challenge, the common needs, it's how could I get more leads or clients so I can serve? Because all of you, I understand here, we all are like great people, like with gifts, that we are experts, we are leaders, we have blessed gifts that we want to contribute. You do not want to just keep staying behind your computer and wondering where's my next leads or clients, right? So use that tool, that free tool for you to really get quickly standing out in the market. Okay, we will see you soon next time. Let me know how you are using those gifts and what's your best practice, and also what's your best learning from it, and also what's still your biggest challenge, so we could keep supporting you to become who you are meant to be. Okay, the abundant entrepreneur and also soul leader in your niche. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful week, and we will keep chatting in our group. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.